Welcome to this video tutorial. The first thing you will have to do is import your logo. Let's do that by double clicking inside this area over here. Navigate to your logo destination and double click to import your logo file. Then inside your edit folder, right over here, you will have a logo holder composition. Double click to access this composition. Grab the layer that was there and press delete, and then simply drop your new layer inside the composition like this. And with this layer selected, you can press S for scale and rescale and readjust your logo as necessary to fit roughly inside the bounds of this composition. You can move your logo around, obviously, and then when you adjust your logo, you can go back to the render composition right over here, which you can also access from your render folder, and then you can take a look and preview the frame with the logo and see if everything is to your liking. And you can go back and make your logo larger or smaller and then check how it looks in the final result. Let's take a look at the text. For text, we can go inside the tagline holder composition. We can either double click this text and change it like so, or you can simply create a new layer here and you can format your text however you want, and then you can go back inside the render and you can see your text updating. So that's how you change the text and the logo. Inside your render composition, you will have a controls layer, and if you go to effect controls up here at the top, so press F3 on your keyboard to show this window if you don't already have it. And let's choose a frame here and let's preview these changes. So the first, let's choose another frame here. Alright, and the first will be the portal color, and you can change this by changing the angle here. Alright, so you can see that as I change the angle, you can really choose whatever color you want. Let's just go with an orange, just so we can clearly see the changes. And maybe add a little bit more red, or actually let's just leave it leave it a little bit more yellow. The energy will be this energy here in the center, so sort of like the source, and we can change the color for that as well. Let's also go with the same kind of orange. Obviously you can choose a different color as well, and you can combine multiple colors if you want, and that's completely up to you. Alright, let's choose another frame here. Let's go to the explosion. Alright, and also this energy color controls this lingering energy that's after the portal. And let's actually just go forward. Alright, so let's choose the color for the explosion. Let's maybe just go with the same type of orange. Alright, and then we have our color for logo and text. And we can also choose a different color for this as well. So let's just try to match all of them, and be sure to use different variations of your color. So for example, you can use a lighter tone or a darker tone or slightly desaturated. So this will depend exactly on your color. So just make sure you preview your changes before you make the final render. Alright, so that's the text color, and also let's preview the text color. Alright, so that looks good to me. Then we have a couple more options here to adjust. Adjust text will be changing the position of your text, so you can either make it higher or lower in your composition depending on what type of logo you're using. If you don't want to use text, you can go to your tagline holder and just disable the layer for the text, and then when you render you won't have any text. And let's go ahead and undo that. And you can see that for the adjust logo, if I select this controls layer and press U, this will show me all the keyframes. So we have a slight logo animation here that's basically moving the logo upwards a bit. And these are the two keyframes responsible for that. So for example, if you don't want your logo to move at all, you can select these two keyframes and press delete, and then simply readjust your logo as you see fit, like so. And let's actually undo that. Or if you're, depending on what kind of logo you're using and what size you're working with, you might have to readjust the second keyframe. So moving to the second keyframe here, I will select it, and then I can readjust how much it flies upwards, like so. So maybe, for example, your logo is bigger and you need to move it upwards a bit more. You can readjust the second keyframe here, and then your logo will fly upwards slightly more. So this will be more or less depending on exactly what kind of logo you're working with. And the text is static. You just have to change the value and everything will work. So after you've made all of your changes, you can go to composition, you can go to pre-render. Inside where it says render, you can give your file a name and a destination, and then in custom AV, you can select your format. H.264 is usually good. Select audio output as well if you want to export the sound effects. Hit OK, hit render, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching.